Good morning, Cookie. Good morning, friend. Hopefully today we will have more success than I've had in the past. Yes, you may laugh. I've tweaked everything that I can, and I've figured out that the graphics drivers were kind of broken, so I updated my drivers. So I'm hoping that today we have more success. Please do let me know if there are still issues, and I will endeavour to resolve them. The main aim of this stream, in fact, will pretty much be to try and make sure that the issues are resolved and that we are running again at maximum capacity. I'm going to leave the shares off for now until we're kind of sure that things are working, because I don't want to add an extra point of failure, as it were. And I'm going to do just a bit more of this terraforming of the seabed because it's kind of fun and easy and kind of a little bit stress-free, I suppose. I don't want to do any... I'm really tempted to put like actual detail on here, but I don't want to do that because, you know, I don't want to encourage the player to aimlessly swim around in the ocean. So that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so I'm gonna go for a lift brush. Go for a pretty big lift brush. Let's go for a kind of a size 10 maybe. And use this around the place. Particularly, I suppose, it makes sense for there to be kind of sand buildups around these. Huh? What do you mean? Why don't I cover? Oh, it's gonna look fine. I'm not concerned about what it's gonna look like. Like, I mean, it's gonna look completely pitch black. Is basically what it's gonna look like. It's if the player actually swims there. But I do like your idea, but it's I don't think it's gonna matter. I'm having maximum faith that it's. Is it not? I don't know. Twitch should be working. Is Twitch not working? Please let me know if Twitch is not working, because as I say, I'm kind of trying to make sure everything's working again today, because it was not working yesterday. Alrighty. I'm just going to try and blend these together a little. Trying not to hit the rocks as much as possible, because it will change the colour of them. I don't really care that much, but the blend ball does not respect data values, and it does destroy the data that is present on any targeted block. So just got to be a little bit careful not to hit anything that I don't want to hit. And boom, boom, boom. That looks nice. Yeah, real quick. Oh, really? It says offline. Oh. Yes. I think I know what the problem is. Goodness. Okay. Yeah, I think I know what's up. I'm not gonna fix it today, but I will have Twitch back tomorrow. Oh wait, is it working? Is it working or no? If it's not working, like I say, I will try and get it fixed up and working tomorrow. Because I think I know what the problem is. But I just can't be bothered to fix it right now. Most of the views are on YouTube anyway, so sorry you viewers from Twitch or Mixer or whatever. No stream today. Yes, I can see these messages, and I think the chat, you should be able to see these messages on YouTube, which is kind of a weird thing. So I'm just going to use a lift brush in here just to kind of fill this weird crack in a bit, because it's a bit weird. And we can get smooth in here, just smooth this out, and this should give us a little bit of a, yeah, kind of a more interesting surface down here. Yeah, it's a weird artifact. Even though the stream is not live over there, I'm still able to see the chat, and consequently, it will still go into. What am I trying to say here? We'll still go into the stream, so that's kind of a weird thing, but not that it really matters at all. Yeah, well, I mean, what does that matter? The main concern is that it's not working, which is unfortunate, but I'm pretty sure I know what happened. In fact, I'll tell you, because why not? So I'm using a program called Restream.io, which does kind of what it says on the tin. It restreams to multiple sources. That's what I'm normally using, like this website Restream.io. But I think when I reinstalled when I reset my Streamlabs OBS, I think I basically broke. I think it's gone back to streaming just to YouTube, which obviously is wrong. Okay, so I'm going to use a lift brush in here, and again, just kind of the same technique everywhere. How's the frame rate doing? Are we having frame drops, or we got a nice stable frame rate? Because it's kind of a little bit, the setup's kind of all up in the air now. I really think it's got really messed up when I reset the settings. And let's actually bring this lump here out a little bit, just because. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I don't know why I'm addressing it like it's a dog. It's not a dog. Oh. My friends the builders are back. Walking about outside. Please don't just kind of stand there. I hope they don't. Otherwise I'm going to have to like turn the lights off, because it's real awkward. I got my tea today, because I didn't get up on time. I was in the gym last night, actually. And I did a 5k run on the treadmill. I'm not normally a treadmill kind of guy. Normally I'm a weights kind of guy. But yeah, I did 5k and I did it pretty quick, and kind of took it out of me. So I found it kind of a bit difficult to get up this morning. So there's still tea in the cup, just for you guys. It's not for you guys. I did it for me, and maybe a little bit for my girlfriend, but probably mostly for me. That's why I went to the gym. I did the tea for me as well, but so yeah, the tea was for me. Let's be honest. Any which way you look at it. Okay. So we're kind of getting through this now. This actually looks alright as it is, I think. This area, like apart from this weird hole here. So just gonna kind of plug the hole up a little bit. And then go for a smooth. Where is the smooth brush? What is going on? Oh, I'm just blind. I forgot that the smooth brush is called blend ball. Of course it is. Oh, it's not a smooth brush, it's actually a blending brush, but you know, I don't. This is a weird track, isn't it? I should have retired this track, I think. It's not a favourite of mine. Alright, what do we got? That's a little bit nicer. A little bit better. You can have a conversation with yourself this way, Tokay. Don't. It would be kind of annoying. But alright, I'm going to grab a melt brush in here now. Let's do some melting. Oh, new brushes, or not new, but different brushes. Woo! So just using this one to... Oh, gotta be a little bit careful. I don't really want to hit the stone if I can help it. Is this one really good for kind of packing mass on and maintaining shapes? Okay, this is weird. Stop. Oh, this is actually working out pretty well for just kind of breaking these very regular kind of shapes up. I think it actually, we'll probably take this brush, we'll put it all over the place. Whoa, low frame rate there. Strange. Oh goodness. Well, that's getting intense. Have you tried talking to a therapist? I would recommend talking to a therapist. They can be very helpful to you. So, I think that's the seafloor, like, just a little bit more interesting. Don't want to spend too much time down here. I would like to make this a little bit better, like a little bit less flat, but I don't really know how to do that economically, so I'm just not going to bother. Let's do a blend ball on here real quick. And yes, because this is a bit of a weird shape, and I may as well clean that up while we're down here. Is this from the Minecraft soundtrack? Surely not. Doesn't sound like it is. Hello, Governor. I'm good, thanks. How are you? I hope everybody be well on this fine Wednesday. Oh, hold on, 1 second. I seem to have unplugged one of my laptops, and I need to fix that before I run out of battery. Don't know where it's gone. Ah. Here it is. Ta-da! Whoops. Oh no, what's happened now? Oh, okay. Gotcha. Okay, sorry about that. I just noticed the battery on my my comments laptop was draining. Oh. That's a shame. It's okay though, you know, there's always next month. There's always another month. Unless there's not, in which case there's not. But I mean, there usually is. And I'm pretty confident December is coming. Thank you, I'm here all day. No, I'm not, actually. So... I think we can probably slap the water back in now. I think I'm happy enough. Yeah, this is what I'm making. I'm making this world. That is precisely what this stream is about, actually. I'm just noticing quite how flat this area is, and I mean it's supposed to be flat, but it's a little bit too flat. So I'm gonna break it up a little bit. you know what? I think maybe some different colour blocks could help with that. Oh yeah, I need to be careful because coal will burn. I actually burnt down some sections of my scenery using those fires because there's coal all over the place. So just got to be a little bit careful of that. There we go. I think I improved it just a little bit. Ah, fair enough. If you're interested, I can show you around. I totally understand if you're not. I'm here to build just as much as I am to stream. In fact, I'm probably more here to build than I am to stream. So, but I usually don't mind having a fly around because it tends to illuminate some places that I can still do work. Where are you from then, Governor? Are you a legit Londoner, or are you just a fake Londoner trying to mock we Brits with a name like that? I think I'm gonna bring up the ground on this side actually. Trying to work out. So I wanted to have a different colour beach here, just for variety's sake. Ah, fair enough. It must be pretty late then over there, is it? Let's look here. Whereabouts in the States you from? I've only been to one place, and that is DC. So I hope you're from DC or Maryland or maybe Pennsylvania, because then I will know those places. Otherwise, no. But you can hit me anyway, and I'll pretend to know where that is. Oh, 126. So it must be. You must be on the East Coast then, right? Wait, no, West Coast. Is that right? East Coast should be later on the East Coast. Yeah. Yeah. So you must be on the West Coast then. That's just a guess. Good morning, Mr. Edwin. How are you doing, friend? So what I'm doing here is I'm using the lift brush just to kind of fill this area in. Now, the reason I need to do this is when using the blend ball tool, if you have three block types joining together, they tend to kind of melt away. So what we have here is we have air blocks joining with sand blocks and gravel blocks, and what we effectively have is that the air wins, as it were, and you tend to kind of blend away some of the blocks. So I'm just trying to lift that back to get some of those back, and I'm going to use a smooth brush instead. In the California or the Washington State, or good morning, Yuri. It's nice to see you again, friend. How have you been? So as you can see, I don't know how much you guys know about the Minecraft, or if anything, or if you even care. But the smooth brush is basically totally inferior to the blend ball. It creates much more regular shapes, so it sucks. But sometimes you have no choice. Oh yeah. Oh, good news for California, or well, maybe, I don't know. I heard California, the Democrats won more than the 2/3 majority, which means it's very significant, right? So you can get the Democrats can do a budget without having to make concessions to the Republicans, which means that's kind of a really significant event, isn't it? Certainly for for everybody involved. The Republicans will be extremely upset by that, but there's some people. There was rumblings of people talking about single-payer healthcare, which I don't know if that can be done by the California legislature, but that would be interesting. Ah, that's cool. Oh, I didn't tell you yet, Yuri. I have a new job. Yay! So that's what I was not telling. So I got a new job at a huge company. You've definitely heard of them. I don't want to say more than that at this point. Big company in the city. So good news for me, and it may change the time that I can stream, which could be bad news for you guys. Oh, okay. Well, safe to say, I mean, personally, obviously I'm European, so I have a different standpoint to the Americans, but I'm just punching some random stuff here, just out of, I don't know why. So I'm just going to try and make this this transition here between the sand and the gravel a little bit more acceptable looking, and then I'm going to just kind of leave it, because it's kind of difficult to make a smooth transition between two things like this. I live in London, or close to London. One of the two. I live in the Greater London area. I don't want to tell people where I live because I'm scared that they will track me down. Not that I have that many followers, but the followers that I do have can be a little odd. So I'm a little bit concerned. So I've tried to save some details anyway. But yes, I'm in London. Yeah, no, I hope that too, Yuri. I mean, it's a good company, so I'm hoping they'll let me work the same kind of hours that I work at my old company, or my current company. But yeah, we'll see, I guess. I do want to continue doing the stream at this time. I mean, I know it's not a good time. It's a really bad time to stream, but you know, I enjoy having a chat with you guys, and I feel like we've got a little community. Admittedly, a small one, but I feel like I would be kind of turning my back on you guys, just be like, "Lol, see you later." Actually, I have some other news, which I can divulge if you like. I mean, I guess you don't know whether or not you like it yet, but my girlfriend wants to find a place separately from me, so I suspect. Well, I mean, it's not a great sign for our relationship, but I also feel like that's a good idea. So, I mean, I'm quite happy about that as an idea, because, well, for reasons. I mean, obviously personal stuff, but we'll see what happens with that. But that means I will probably be getting a new flat, and with my new, much better salary, I should be able to get an actual, should be able to get a mortgage. So I will no longer be renting. I think I will be able to actually afford to have a house. So I will have the Imgar cave, which will be covered in, I don't know, maybe I'll redecorate it to look like Minecraft. Oh, that's a terrible, terrible idea. What am I thinking? No. Maybe we could have one room that looks like Minecraft. Like, Minecraft blocks. On the walls. No, it's just a bad idea, isn't it? I'm kind of excited though about the idea. I was thinking I might get a I mean, it's very hard to find in London, but I was thinking I might try and find a kind of an older looking place, like a older flat, and then kind of renovate it myself, because I quite like... I mean, obviously there's a difference between working on stuff in real life and working in stuff in a video game, but I would think that there is a bit of an overlap there, and that I think I would quite like to, yeah, kind of renovate some stuff, do some work by my own bare hands. I'm not sure why I needed to roar, but I did, and it felt good. Alright, so I had some suggestions for some red sand in here. I kind of want to do that. I also kind of want to put some more gravel just in the vicinity. So let's see if I can do that. I'm going to do some... Oh yeah, no, I mean, we have a I don't know, a very cordial relationship. Like, it's not like our relationship is strained at all, but I mean, I don't know. I don't want to discuss it too much on a stream, but yeah, it's not like we were like arguing and fighting all the time, but yeah, we'll see what happens. I feel like I'm a relatively mature person. I think I can handle this. BR. cylinder, gravel, 4, mask, air. So what this will let me do is paint on some gravel here. And we can use this just to make some smaller areas of kind of beach. Yeah, no, I to be honest, I used to be very much a snappy kind of guy, but I mean, I've just kind of time and patience, and it helps a lot to have some people to chat to. I'm very grateful. You guys do a service to me, probably more than I do a service to you by being here and chatting with me. It makes this a whole lot more enjoyable just to have someone to chatter onto. I'm not just kind of here by myself. I definitely wouldn't have done anywhere near the level of work that I've done on these worlds without yeah, kind of some company and some encouragement now and then. So yeah, anyway, just because I feel like I want to complete what I was saying about the my girlfriend situation. Basically, I guess what we'll find is either moving out was a bad idea, in which case we can move back together, or we'll find that moving out was a good idea, in which case we probably, I don't know, maybe we'll grow further apart and kind of end it. But I don't know. It feels right anyway. So that's yeah, that's all I can say really. If it feels right, do it. It's usually a good idea. So long as you have a good head on your shoulders and you're sensible, following your kind of your gut feeling is usually a good idea. But I mean, you've got to develop that wisdom first, I suppose. If you're a wise person, and I suppose that's a bold claim to make. I believe myself to be wise. Maybe that's a little bit of hubris there, but I mean, I believe myself to be fairly wise. So anyway, I trust my gut instinct on this one. Okay, now we're in a little bit of a pickle trying to build this beach, because the more I build out, as it were. I kind of want to blend it in a bit, but let's just bring this through here, and maybe we can go there, and we can kind of have. It's okay, I think. Let's just push that back by hand. So yeah, a time of changes for me, and I'm very positive, very looking forward a lot to kind of the future. So yeah, good times for Imgal overall, I think. Felt like I was a little bit, you know, well, I suppose this is not unique to anybody, but sometimes you can feel a little bit stuck. So it's good to be kind of breaking free from that a little bit. I'm not actually at liberty to talk too much about the money side of YouTube. There's kind of an NDA that we're not really allowed to talk. Certainly, we can't talk about specifics of the money. But yes, I mean, if you look at my channel, you'll see there's actually quite a lot of hits. It's a misleading. If you look in the stream, it's misleading. The number of people who are here versus the channel. It's not misleading, but there are a lot fewer people on this stream, probably because I don't, I'm not known for my live streaming, so there's very few people on the stream by comparison with the views on my channel. But I mean, there are figures out there. If you Google, in fact, if you go to something like Social Blade, that'll tell you the estimate of how much the channel is worth per year, and it's not inconsiderable. I mean, at the moment it is. It's garbage. It's worthless. But yeah, if you're making millions of hits, you can be monetized, and this channel is monetized. It doesn't make much money at the moment, but it has done in the past. And as I say, I don't want to talk too much about it because we're not really supposed to talk about it. For some reason, I don't know why. I guess they're afraid of people unionizing or something. I don't know. It feels like anti-worker, but. Yeah. So the money, we're paid based on clicks on adverts. So if you have a very click-hungry audience, you get a lot more money, and particularly around Christmas time, so coming up to Christmas now, the money actually is much, much better because so many people are buying, so many people are spending so much. What is going on here? I've got something popped up. Okay, I don't know what that was, but it's okay. So yeah, Christmas time is a great time for YouTubers. The money is about doubled. But then the converse is true for January, February, when nobody is spending anything because they all spent all their money over Christmas, and so YouTubers' income like just diminishes severely over in the January, February period. So it's pretty much it's about half as much, and then it slowly rises throughout the year until it kind of maxes out at Christmas time. There we go, there's a little bit of info on the YouTube money situation. Do you have a more specific question, or... I mean, I'm pretty open to talking about most of it. As I say, I can't discuss the specifics of how much you can get paid, but as I say, there are plenty of websites that will estimate that. But yeah, I'm happy to talk about it if you're interested. So there was some agreement in the EU about, or between the EU and the UK about Brexit. So that's some good news. We had some good news, and the pound rallied, which was good. So we got some. Our currency was worth more again, or a little bit more anyway. This is actually going to look quite nice, I think. So I'm gonna kind of carry this on all the way around and just kind of fill in the low-lying areas. You can actually still see some lapis here and there where I was building this, but it's fine. It can just stay there. So I'm basically just going to use this to kind of fill in the lower lying areas and create sort of like little kind of beaches. I wanted like dark grey, but the only option for that is concrete powder, and concrete powder of course does not make a good beach because it turns to concrete. So makes a really bad beach because as soon as it touches water it becomes concrete, which is of no use to anyone. Nobody wants a concrete beach. That sounds like some kind of 90s punk rock band. Concrete Beach. Definitely is, actually, isn't it? I reckon if you search Concrete Beach, there's definitely an album called that. Cool. Yeah, I can stay there. Oh yeah, for sure. There's definitely good ways to make money on YouTube that are not just the advertising revenue. My friend Robert Miles pops in here sometimes. You've probably seen him, Yuri, actually. He has a Patreon. So he talks about AI, and he's specifically interested with AI. AI safety, I suppose, so stuff like the laws of robotics, whether or not AI is going to take over the world and destroy us. I think he thinks it is, etc. But yeah, he makes some, I don't know, I don't want to talk too much about it because I don't know too much about it, but he makes some money on Patreon, I think, so he has people supporting him because they think his work is worthwhile. I wouldn't dare host a Patreon because that would be hubris, to be honest. I do not. Yeah, no way. I would feel extremely awed about asking people for money in that fashion because, like, let's be honest, I play Minecraft. No. So, welcome back, Tokay. You missed out on some chit-chat, Tokay, actually. If you go back a few minutes, you might be able to catch up some cool goss. I don't know, maybe not. You might not care. We've been discussing YouTube and YouTube money, Patreon, stuff like that. Yeah, some of my content is very popular, and like I say, it's not an inconsiderable amount of money that you can make from a big video like that. But yeah, no, not the popularity that I don't have the popularity on the stream that my YouTube might suggest. But then again, as I say, I wasn't known for streaming, so I think that's part of it. And also, my fame is old now. I have an old fame, and a lot of the channels, I think, a lot of the channels who are subscribed are old. Some diehard fans like Tokay are still kicking. I don't know how long Yuri was following the channel for, but he's been around for a long time too. So yeah, it's funny actually. When I set out to make a YouTube channel, I was like, oh, if I just make like kind of, it just worked perfectly. Like my plan. I had a plan. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna make this Minecraft content. I'm gonna brute force the quality. That was always my strategy. Like I'll make super high quality stuff. You know what I should do actually? Let's talking about super high quality. I should turn my shaders back on and we'll see if they're gonna work. Okay, so been a while then. 4 years after I stopped producing content though. Well, I mean, if you like anything to do with Minecraft, I would recommend check out my time lapses because they're legitimately actually good. I don't know if this stream is legitimately actually good. I think the main value of this stream is for a casual chit chat and a maybe learning a few techniques. Because this is not, as I say, believe it or not, my original mode was to this brute force quality, and my plan was get a few big hit videos and get like maybe I saw this, or I had this belief that at about 40 to 50,000 subscribers, that was at the point where it could snowball and you could potentially make a career out of it. And it just worked. I just did it. It's like really surprising. Like I uploaded my first Minecraft video and boom, huge success, millions of hits. And then yeah, the subscribers just kind of came flooding in, and yeah, it was done basically. I started making money, but I didn't keep it up. It was a lot of work, and I don't know. I guess I wasn't that concerned with it, and obviously nothing lasts forever, and so a lot of my viewers, I think they're just old accounts now. A lot of my subscribers. So yeah, kind of the story. So I tried a lot of things over the time. Sketching, not one of my greatest skills. I cringe a little bit when I look at them. Like they're certainly not good enough quality to upload. I think I had this idea that I would kind of do like kind of a step by step. Well, not step by step, but kind of like a follow me as I get good at sketching, and then mostly I was kind of doing it, I think, because it's quite nice. When you're a YouTuber, you get this weird investment with you're kind of invested in what people write to you, and it's really unhealthy, to be honest. Yeah, it's nice to have that little trickle of compliments from the viewers. So that was part of it, and then at the point when people stopped watching, I kind of lost interest a lot of it, which means I was probably doing it for the wrong reasons. But now, as I say, I don't. You know, I'm not really so concerned with the viewership on this. I don't need money. Like I'm really well paid, so I'm not really concerned with the money. Hi, it's no worries. I mean, I'm here. You can check out my older streams if you're interested. I'm here every morning, so you can hit me up anytime. Well, anytime, as long as it's between 8 and 9 GMT in the morning, UK time. If you want to support me, sharing my newest video would be good. I guess I don't really care, but it's kind of nice to actually get some views on the ones that spend literally months making. My latest time-lapse was a real work of a labour of love, and it's on about 200 views at the moment, so a little bit sad. That's also sad, Tokay. Boom, boom. There are a lot of YouTubers, actually. Since we're talking on YouTube, there's a lot of YouTubers who are just kind of in it for the money. And I mean, it's a bad idea, because it's not a good career, YouTube. It's a crap career, really. Like, unless you make it huge, and almost nobody does. Like, there's a few dozen people who make it huge, who are, like, rolling in the money, and everyone else is just, like, scraping by, and you get treated like absolute arse is probably the best way to describe it. They're not, YouTubers are not well treated by YouTube. It's not a good career. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone, really, unless you like. I mean, I think it's good as a hobby, and then if it becomes a career, that's great. But certainly don't try to enter it as a career, because it's gonna suck. Yeah. No, I agree, Yuri. It needs more views, but there's nothing I can do about that. I tried to make it on Reddit, but didn't really break onto the front page too well. Didn't really break onto the front page of Minecraft Reddit very much, so I didn't bother. Basically, my strategy was post on the Reddit, wait until it gets kind of quite a lot of views, and then link to my channel, and then neither of the posts I made really got enough views, so I didn't bother, because Reddit is kind of nasty for, they don't like self-promotion, even though a lot of the time there's a lot of self-promotion on there, so you got to be very careful about how you word things to make it not look like you're self-promoting. Like, it's got to be a humble brag. Reddit loves a humble brag. Alright, I think we can put the water back in here. So we will do that right after I kind of bring the gravel into here. Kind of tempted to maybe put some of the concrete powder in as well, actually. But let's get the water in first, so that we don't accidentally turn any of the water to concrete, any of the powder to concrete. So this is going to be a big moment. This is going to look awesome, I think. Yes, it's going to look great. This is the moment you've been waiting for no time at all, because you didn't know it was going to happen until I just told you. But, I don't know, to be fair, you guys, some of you who've been around since I started building the volcano are probably going to be interested in... Tokay in particular, I think, might be interested in seeing his work finally completed. But we'll be nearly done, I think, with the volcano area after this. So this is actually going to go into the water, isn't it? So there's going to be an interesting... So we're going to go for things I still need to do is like steam clouds. I want to have some like big clouds of steam and smoke. So there's still quite a lot of stuff to do, but should be good. Gosh, it's a lot of water, isn't it? Alright, let's keep going a little way, just make sure we get the whole place. Oh. Alright, what do we got? +2. Replace water. Phew, that's a lot of blocks. What was that? 2 million, was it? Yeah, 2 million blocks. Wow. Oh yeah, hit me. I mean, I'm willing to listen. I may not do it, but I mean, I'm willing to listen. Don't say Fortnite. Gosh, I'm definitely not going to play Fortnite. Unfortunately for everybody, all randoms who come on the stream and ask for Fortnite. Alrighty, so this is going to look cool now, I think. It's the first time that we're going to see this in its much more completed form, and hopefully, yeah, that looks cool. It's going to look awesome. Yeah, that lava doesn't reach the water, which is nice. Oh, this looks good, yeah. Digging it. Building a Fortnite. Oh, building the Fortnite map in Minecraft. That would be a very, very big project. I don't know if I'd be willing to commit to that long a project, to be honest. Like, yeah, it looks good. I love the way the sand looks on this shader mod. The sand underneath the water. Oh, interesting. This is okay. But I want to have like an actual way that the water could have got in. So, what else we got here? How did this end up looking? Yeah, cool. Looks cool. What about our little hidden beach down here? Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, I think we've had a good result overall. Let's see if we can load in the whole volcano and kind of view the whole thing. And maybe we can start to do some kind of work on... I definitely want to... We need to work on that, where we've got the lava touching the water. That obviously needs some work doing. And I want to put some, as I say, some smoke and things in. Yeah, everybody here has a channel, so... If you're here to promote yourself, I mean, do so briefly and be gone with you. If you're here to stay, welcome. I'm not gonna like ban you for trying to promote yourself, but there's not really very many people here for you to poach, so it might not be the best place to try self-promoting. Yeah, this looks pretty good. It's a shame. Something's happened to the way that chunks are loaded on my machine, and it's really slowing down the way the chunks are loaded. I don't know why, but this is looking pretty good anyway. So this is going like under the water now, so we definitely need to kind of replace everything down here with so I suppose we'll replace the lava with obsidian. Let's just do that. Let's just maybe replace the magma with obsidian. BR obsidian, BR sphere, obsidian 4, mask magma. Thanks. This was Tokei's idea. Tokei suggested the volcano, so you can thank Tokei. I mean, I did build it, but alright. So just going to turn this, and then we'll try turning the. What should we change? Let's change the interior into coal. Maybe coal could be cool. I think. So oh no, wait, it's going to burn, isn't it? Actually, but it'll be underwater. It can't burn. So we'll do coal 4. BR sphere. Oh, it's not called coal, is it? What's it called? So coal ore or block of coal. 173. We'll do 173. And we'll do mask lava. I think that will work. I'm not sure if it will work. Yeah, it is. Okay. Because there's a couple different kinds of lava blocks. Like stationary lava or flowing lava, for example. So that is going to burn away for sure, but oh well. There we go. Cool. And so what we can do, I think I'm going to go for some smoke in here. Now this is one of my favorite things to do. Is build like smoke clouds. So let's see. Do webs burn? That's a good question, actually. Web's gonna burn. I don't know, but we'll find out very shortly. Fire. Does not appear like webs can burn. Fair enough. Well, I have to go for roughly 30 more minutes anyway, so I've got to go to work. So here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to go for First of all, what I want to determine is where the wind goes on this map, and it goes straight into the camera at the moment. So it's going this way, the same way that the clouds are going, I think, yeah. So we're going to have the cloud gently drifting this way. I'm building a giant volcano in Minecraft at the moment. I'm building it could be an adventure map. I don't know if it'll be an adventure map or not. We'll find out, really. Here's what I'm going to do, actually. Let's use rock brush. Of course, it's the rocks. Why not? VR rock. So webs, we've got 30. VR rock 30. 110 maybe? See what happens. Oh, that kind of worked. Ah, welcome, new follower. I don't know who you are, because I'm just that organised that I don't have any way of knowing who just subscribed. So please make yourself known, and I will say thank you for subscribing. Whoa, these are some high quality sound effects in here. You know it. Alright, and we want to do mask air here. And what I'm going to do to start with is, eventually some of these are going to start to place. Yeah. So just going to kind of place these along the edges where the water meets the lava. Okay, that'll do for a start. And I don't know if I can target these. If I can't, then we're in trouble. Can I not target these? Kind of looks like I can't target these. Okay, so we're going to change the plan. We're going to use a block that we can target, and then we'll change it to webs. So we'll use glass, I think, is probably the best idea. Alright, so we're going to swap this over to glass. We'll try it with glass for now, and we'll see what happens. Oh, come on. Wow, it really doesn't want to place. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I think this is the best idea. Actually, we'll start with glass, and then we'll change it to either stained glass or to come on, a little bit over here. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is kind of build this up. I'm just going to try and start to get it to grow upwards, maybe upwards a little. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so we got kind of the start of these clouds now. So now what I'm going to do is swap this over to, we're going to go for, we're going to size this up, scale it up to size 2, and we're going to go for 50% air and 50% glass. So the idea being, as we go higher up, the steam cloud gets a bit thinner, so it's thickest at the bottom. And boom, yep, cool. And let's go for another one. So we're going to go for size 3 now, and we'll do 1/3 each. Or 1/3 glass and 2/3 air. And okay, now we're starting to get, like, kind of going with it, as it were. And up. There we go. Cool. So next thing. So I'm using some special tools which are making things a little bit easier for me. And so what I'm actually doing here is basically pasting in the blocks. Basically using kind of a brush to paste the blocks in. Boom, boom, boom. Cool, cool. And I kind of want this to go up a lot bigger and a lot broader, so we'll experiment. If it messes up, there's nothing stopping us just resetting it to how it was. So up and so I'm trying to bring it up and to the left always, kind of up to the left of where we are now. Let's go to the other side here and do it. Oh gosh, very difficult to see. Boom, and maybe one more. Yep, and we'll go up by another. I think this isn't going to work exactly as I was intending. Oh gosh. Can Imgal divide 100 by 6? Not easily, but I don't have to. Ha 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 ha. Boom. Okay, so we're definitely starting to kind of develop the cloud a little bit more now. 7, and then we can do... I don't know how to work this out. You know what? Let's do. Let's leave this at 20 or whatever it was, and we'll just keep cranking up the amount of air. That's probably an easier way of doing this than whatever I was trying to do. Cool. We'll bring it up again. Oh no, I missed. Bad shot. There we go. Boom, boom. Whoa, that is too big a one. Too big a cloud. And yeah, I'm too lazy to build it by hand, basically. But no, these there's a real difficulty actually in generating random stuff using by hand, because the human brain is not very good actually at generating random sequences of stuff. So we're really cranking up the amount of air in here now. And let's just have a quick look, make sure what we're doing looks about right. Yeah, I mean, it kind of looks like a steam cloud already. We'll try it as webs later, and we'll try it with a few different blocks and see what it looks like. It may be too thick at the moment, but we can thin it down if need be. It's easier to thin it than it is to thicken it. In fact, it's a lot easier to thin it than it is to thicken it, so better to be too thick than too thin. Just going to put another one in here, another one in here. So the great thing about using this rock brush is that it kind of it gives what's the word I'm looking for? This is something I've discussed before. When an artist, not that I don't claim to be an artist, but I just kind of explaining what I'm thinking. When an artist works on, let's just drop this down. Works on a raw material. Part of their job as an artist is to extract or to work with what is present in the medium. So like if you're working on wood, for example, you want to work with the only problem with the grey glass and stained glass with this shader pack is that it doesn't appear right. You'll see what I mean later when I try it. I'll try it and we'll find out. But it doesn't really work as I might like. Anyway, I was discussing Li. So they call this Li, which is the order inherent in natural systems. So like the grain in wood or the markings in jade, this is called Li. And so the artist, the good artist, what he does is he works with what is there to create something beautiful. So like building a sculpture out of driftwood, for example, you can't impose your idea onto the driftwood. You have to work with the pieces that you find and build what the wood dictates. And so in the same way, I like to think that these random brushes, particularly the rock brush, kind of introduces some cool like raw material to work with and gives you ideas, and you're not constrained to using it. But I really like the way the shadow actually is cast from one cloud to the other. It really adds a lot of depth, but I don't know whether that will remain at the end. Alright, so we're going to kind of cause this to kind of peter out now, so we're going to go for bigger again. Routine. Wow, real big clouds now. And try and make it go up a little more. And over here. And maybe get one in here. And we're going to go down to 2% now, so we'll do maybe one more after this. What is it? Some kind of indexed alphabetic string, is it? I would solve it, but I'm kind of doing this stream for some people on the internet at the moment, so I'm probably not going to do that right now. Okay, something weird is happening with my PC again. Let's really crank the size up here because we've got it really tiny now. There we go. Alrighty, so there we have it. Let's have a quick look at what we've got, whether or not we like what the cloud looks like, whether or not the cloud is kind of the right size shape. It's kind of messy, but yeah, I think this is going to look quite cool if we can get the right block. So we will use this as our kind of base, and we'll just flick through the different block options, and we can kind of experiment. And I will try your grey glass for you. Hello, governor. And we will. I'll show you what the problem with using stained glass is for this. Now, hopefully, I mean, in an ideal world, the stained glass will work. That's kind of what I had used before, and it worked perfectly. But then when I turned the shaders on, I found, oh, actually, that doesn't really work. But we'll see. So this is supposed to be a steam cloud, so white stained glass would be ideal. So let's try that first. So white stained glass is 95.0. So let's do replace glass 95.0. And then a boom, and we get this. Which looks weird. That's the problem with it. It doesn't look like a steam cloud. I mean, it does actually look like a steam cloud, but it looks like the hot part of a steam cloud. Looks like, yeah, it kind of reminds me of like the hot part of the steam cloud. So maybe we could go for that. For the bottom part. But let's look at it anyway. So here's a big problem, like, it doesn't really work with, like, the way it interacts with the light. It's just very odd. It's been designed more for actual, like, stained glass windows than it has for the use like this. So I mean, it looks freaking cool, but it's not the right thing, I think. So let's try webs. See what webs look like. Oh, I think we have a winner already. Look at that, we actually get the shading in it even. That's cool. Boom, boom, we just load everything in. But I think this is going to be my winner. I might want to reduce the amount of webs in there. It might be too many webs. So from underneath, it's cool. We get this kind of cloud effect, like actual shading on the cloud, which is nice. It doesn't look so good at the top, unfortunately. I mean, it definitely looks kind of like a steam cloud, which is what I was kind of going for. Obviously, nothing is going to be perfect. Like, we're limited by the medium in terms of what we can do. We could use particle effects in theory, but I'm not going to do that because this map does not use particle effects, so... I mean, it looks pretty good. Let's try reducing the amount of... So we'll try putting only 50% webs, so half of these webs should be gone, and we'll see whether that works a little bit better. She's in the floorner. Did this work better or worse? We kind of lost the cloud effect, almost. Yeah, I think yeah, the 100% looks better. I think here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get rid of some of the stuff at the top. Like, these guys at the top don't really work so well. So if we reduce, but kind of reduce the minor clouds, kind of make it look more like a. Just take the really kind of wispy bits off. And then we'll try it. Take maybe one or two more off. Yeah, okay. Let's try this. Try just the webs. Welcome, friend, to a Minecraft stream where I make stuff. Okay, so I think that's going to work for our Steam Cloud. Oh, those are gone. Yeah, okay. I think that works. So this will be what the Steam looks like. I mean, one thing we need to make sure we're doing, let's crank the view distance up, because we're kind of running out of time here, so I'm going to have an explore, and we'll do the rest of the clouds tomorrow. But I just want to kind of make sure that this looks right from the rest of the map, because obviously this is a small part of the map and I don't want it to look weird elsewhere. So, I mean, this is supposed to be part of what it's supposed to kind of draw the attention towards with Volcano, these big clouds, but obviously I don't want it to be like hideous when seen, like weird and obscure when seen from over here. So let's just make sure it looks, check it from here first. It looks a little bit weird from here, actually. But I mean, you can kind of tell what it is. It's smoke coming off a volcano. Elisabeth, is it not like Elizabeth, maybe? Sevostianova. Sevostianova. Da. So I think it looks pretty good actually from here. So let's take it all the way back into the rest of the map and see how it looks. Oh, it's gonna look great actually. I'm pretty excited. So from here it looks really cool, but I mean obviously it's not gonna be visible from here. We're just gonna have a weird cloud. Yeah. So from down here, you can just about see a weird cloud. No, you can't even really see it. Okay, that's fine though. It doesn't really change the appearance from here, so that's fine. Yeah, that's cool. There's going to be a big cloud, smoke cloud on top as well, so that's going to be visible for sure. But yeah, let's have a quick look at the other areas that we've just finished. So we just finished this area down here as well when we put the water on. Oh, I need. Yes, we can do this right now because why not? We need to put the plants in here. There's no plants here yet, so let's just do that real quick. I'm gonna do BR or B tree small jungle. I don't think I'll do one big jungle tree. One big jungle tree. Oops, dropped my brush. Let's put it there. Maybe one more big jungle tree. We can slap one down there. Yeah, cool. And then we're gonna go for some small jungle trees. So we're gonna go for small jungle. G'day, mate. Are we Australian now, or are you Australian, mate? Oh no, I've been told not to do this accent. I've been told that I'm making fun of the colonies, and that I should stop that right away. Okay, cool. So we got some trees in here. Let's get some bushes as well. Oh, Crikey. Then you'll be real pissed off with this. I don't want to say the C word, but I'm not going to do it. Okay, now I'm going to stop because I don't want all of my viewers to leave me. Okay. Okay, done. No more offensive Australian accents. You guys can do your best offensive British accent at me if you like, but I won't be able to hear it, so... Boom! The perks of being the streamer. And... Boom, 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 boom. There's a bit of a hole here. Let me just fill this in a little bit. Get my hands dirty. Some grass on these old hands of mine. Boom, boom. I've got an ulterior motive doing this. I'm waiting for the world to load, so the frame rate may be dropping, but that's just because I'm trying to load the world, so... So when I'm finished with this area here, we should be able to see the world a lot better. Yeah, nice. And then... gosh. Okay, what do we got here? Bushes is what we got. I remember that's what we're placing. Some bushes could be cool down here as well. And then we're going to bone meal this whole place. So let's do that. Boom, bone meal through here. Oh my gosh, everywhere needs so much bone meal. Bone meal is like the bane of my existence. It's a real chore. I really should write a brush to do this for me, so I don't have to bother with the bone meal, because it is a real... It's a real big job is what it is. Ba-boom, ba-boom. I should probably do something with this little cliff area here, but I'm not going to do it right now. Yeah, I think that's part of the kind of the way American culture has kind of developed, I think. Also, I think part of it is I think British accents they just sound dumb to me. I'm not a huge fan of American accents either, but anyone with like a strong British accent, I'm thinking, God, you're dumb. And I mean, it's a bad thing to think. Like, it's bad, but like European accents, I think, oh, you're smart. I think the reason is, well, certainly for you to have a European accent, that means that you know at least 2 languages, and you can't be too dumb if you know 2 languages. So that's part of it, I think. But yeah, I was gonna say, I think the Americans, you have a culture where I think that has been kind of fostered. Like, oh, if you want to sound smart, you put on a British accent, and like TV shows and stuff will further this. But I think also part of it is if somebody is across the pond in the US, in the States, they must have done something worthwhile for you to be listening to them. Like, you don't just get to be heard across the other side of the pond without being either well travelled, i.e. travelling there, which I mean you don't do if you're an idiot. Or you've got something important to say, in which case you probably, again, don't do it if you're an idiot. So I think probably the average intelligence of a British accent in America is probably higher than the average intelligence of a British accent in Britain. And I would say maybe vice versa, probably true. I mean, the dumbest of Americans probably don't get heard in Britain. So yeah, I guess it's probably the same is true that Americans appear smarter. Then again, I don't know. We definitely have a culture where we like to make them like, we have the opposite culture where it's like, oh, Americans are dumb, ha ha ha. I mean, obviously that's not true. You know, I don't think Brits are any more intelligent than Americans are. I mean, educated differently, and that's about it, really. And we're all the same freaking people, like. There's not even you can't even make like an ethnicity excuse. And not that I'm a believer. I'm not a believer that different ethnicities have different intelligences. But I mean, like, most Americans are ethnically British anyway, so there's just no difference, pretty much. So yeah. And mean, the education system isn't particularly bad in the US. I don't think it's as good as ours, but it's not bad. So, there we go. Oh, wow. That looks really majestic from some angles. No, I didn't call you stupid. I just said that, that's the impression that, Brits... What happened here? Oh? Ha. Well, I mean, I like to think I'm intelligent. I have a degree in theoretical physics, and I'm a working professional. So, I don't know, if someone has a claim to intelligence, I would say maybe it's me. I mean, I don't think I'm dumb, so... I would like to think... yeah, I'm a believer that I'm intelligent, so I'll take that. I'm not very sure of many things. I'm not very confident in many ways, but I mean, that's one of the things I'm pretty sure is true. Cool. So, yeah, there we go. And since you haven't seen anything yet, hello, Governor, I'm just going to show you around this area, the local area, because... Hey, we got a new viewpoint from here now. Let's look at this. So we got the volcano over here, looking cool, like this. This is a triumph, I think, this bit at the front. It just looks like flowing lava. It's awesome. That needs work. Got the big trees over there. We've got... I wonder if we can see the mountains from here. So we got the one mountain is here. Maybe we can see it. We can see it. This is the first mountain. Oh, it's not the first mountain I've ever built. It's the second mountain I've ever built. The first one was a lot worse than this and a lot smaller and more pathetic. But there's that mountain, and then if we can see the other mountains, they are much more impressive. Thank you. I also think so. Again, I've been working on this for about 6 months, so if I didn't think it was great, I would have probably abandoned it by now. It's been 6 months, I think, that I've been working on this area, so it's nice to see it coming together like this. If you're interested, you want me to make a huge tree bigger than the other trees? Yeah, like a gigantic tree? I see what you mean. Maybe. If I make a forest area, which I very well could do, because I do enjoy building these trees. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Maybe. Since I'm kind of flying around the world right now, let's fly over here. We'll just explore this area. Yeah, but I mean, I can't just build one giant tree that is taller than the entire island, because that'll be a bit weird. It needs to be in a setting with other trees, I think. Here we've got another kind of smoke, similar smoke effect. It's not a smoke effect, but we've got these kind of petals falling off the tree here. That looks nice. If I do say so myself. Over here we've got, this is the back side of the mountain. Still got a lot of work to be done. So that's a lot more work yet. We've got the little flower valley down here, cotton candy trees, and then we have the real money shot is these mountains. To be honest, they are beautiful. Even if I say so myself. Come on, load. There we go. Looks good. Looks nice. So we actually had, I did a little bit of work on trying to make the mountain a little bit more realistic. So this side has less light snow. No, it doesn't. It seems to just have as much snow. So I guess I was wrong. Never mind. But we do have a little quarry here. A very small kirk, sorry. This little mountain lake. Much smaller than the real one, of course, but... Oh, interesting. I'm not sure if it takes less time, but oh yeah, no, maybe it does take less time. It's a good point, actually. So yeah, when I was oh, it's nearly out. We're nearly out of time. Actually, I need to go to work real soon. But so we got the back side of the area here, and I want to do a snow area. So there'll be a snow area up here. Is my plan. So kind of snowy, mountainous area, and then that will give way eventually to a through here will be a rocky area. So I was thinking have some big like statues, like kind of giant statues and cairns and things, piles of rocks. Could do some, you know, like this, yeah, cairns basically, stacks of rocks, balanced rocks could look super cool. I expect to stream tomorrow, yes. Wait, is today Thursday? No, it's not. Is it Wednesday? No, it's... Oh, no, it's Wednesday! Oh, no! That feel when you realise it's Wednesday. Ugh! Ugh! Yeah, I'll be on tomorrow anyway. So yeah, this area is going to be kind of rocky. Rocky area is the intention. Through to a snowy area over here. And then we have Peaceful Valley down here. I think I want to open Peaceful Valley up a little bit because it's too unrealistic at the moment. So I'm thinking get rid of these trees a little bit. In fact, let's take the trees out here. Ho 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 ho! I'm touching it. I'm touching Peaceful Valley. Oh yeah, I should make a backup. Good point. Let's do it. I'm gonna take these trees out. Call me crazy. So real quick, let's do what's it called? The exfoliator, the weed killer. That's right. Let's do like a weed killer 3, and we'll just get rid of some of these tree bases, and then we'll take the tops off as well. Oh my gosh, I'm crazy. I haven't touched this in, like, it's been like 8 months probably since I've touched this area, so... Alright, right, we can take the tops off the trees now, so it's, Del tree, isn't it? Alright. Okay, come on. Gotta go. Let's go. Yeah, there we go, okay. Ba-boom, gotta get close to use this brush, apparently. Like a plebeian, I don't want to get close. Kind of a scrub do you think I am? Alrighty. So this is kind of my reminder to sort this area out. So what I'd like to do is have the edge of the mountain actually kind of coming into the valley, so it's not just like round valley with... I haven't had any rollbacks yet. I've had some of my time lapses never made it for release, so kind of yeah, gone. I mean, I've definitely lost some of the work that I've done, but I don't know if I'm not sure how much work you could do in like one session and then kind of not save it. Oh yeah, this is gonna look cooler actually, way cooler with the kind of that exposure there, so you can actually kind of see the mountain a bit better. So yeah, I'm gonna work that in actually. We can work it in as a ridge, I think, along here actually. So we'll do that. And as you say, I think I'm gonna get some trees maybe down here, kind of growing up here. And oh gosh, there's so many exciting things we can do as soon as this. As soon as this volcano's done, I'm going to be free to work on a new area again. I was thinking spawn might be down here, actually. I was thinking maybe spawn on this, so if it's going to be an adventure map, spawn on this beach here. So you get, like here, basically you wake up on a beach and you're like, oh, what's going on? I mean, it's not the greatest thing, but I don't want the player to kind of blow all their wad at once, as it were, see everything right off the bat. You kind of walk up here, and then I really need to get going. I'm going to be late for work. but let's just quickly have a look at what the kind of opening scenes would be like. So it'd be kind of like this, and if you have a crazy good PC, you'd be able to see everything, but I'm not sure that people would be able to see too much, realistically. No wrecked ships, no. At the moment, there's not much in the way of human habitation. I'm definitely going to put some wrecked ships. For sure, there's definitely going to be a wrecked ship, because that seems like kind of a standard thing, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm going to head off, because I'm going to be late for work, so it's, that's all, folks. Bye-bye.